Whoa, hello there world. It's me. I'm here, sitting in my truck, sitting outside of Old Crunch Fitness on Bee Ridge in Sarasota. Yep, sitting outside the KFC here. Been coming to this gym since 2018 and I have not eaten that KFC one time. Though it does smell quite nice. Yeah, never been inside there actually. September 10th, it's Tuesday. Gonna go train my client here in a little bit, but Saturday was one of the longest days of my life. It was the competition day. They did the pre-judging early in the morning, so we did pre-judging at probably like 9 in the morning, 8 or 9 in the morning. There was a professional, the Florida Pro was after our show, and then our finals was after the Florida Pro. So we didn't get on stage until probably like 8 or 8:30 or something like that, and whew, that like 12 hours in between is brutal. You're not supposed to drink any water. What else? You're supposed to keep it. I went home after flexing and being on stage. I went home, had a pancake or two, a couple pieces of bacon, some eggs, and that kind of carved me back up, made me feel a little bit better, and I had to rest. I was so exhausted. Put my back on the ground, put my legs up. When we got back to the show and we were doing the finals, some of our friends came out to support me and Kayla, and they were waiting in the lobby, and Kayla said, come out here and talk to our friends. So I went out there and I was talking to them, and I'm looking around and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I gotta go backstage. I gotta go lay down. I gotta go just chill out and do my thing for a second. And I had to do that. I had to chill because I was like borderline like starvation, like dehydrated. I had to save my energy, and I knew what I had to do because I had done it last year. So this year I feel like I could, since I knew what to expect, I could push it a little bit more with the no water and the food as well. So after I did my thing on stage, did fairly well. I got first in novice, first in 35 masters, men's physique, and then I got second overall in men's physique, and that kind of pissed me off, honestly. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be upset. I didn't have super high expectations. Well, I wanted to win. I wanted to win every event that I was in because I believed that I could. I believed that I believed I was deserving of those 3 first place, honestly. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't say that, but I believed I was deserving. I got second in the overall men's physique, and I think the reason why, I'm looking at the other guy, and he's like 4 shades darker than me, 5 shades darker, and I believe because he had the professional tan, whereas I went with the Tan Pro from Amazon, or Pro Tan, whatever it is. It's a spray, you rub it in, which I thought worked pretty well. I thought it was dark. My hands are still stained, and everything is stained. We got some sheets, bed sheets specifically for that, because last year I stained the sheets as well. So all in all, you might as well go with the professional tan. That guy's looked a lot darker. I'm sure he got the professional tan. My wife Kayla was also competing. She got the professional tan. It was $140. So you're like, wow, that seems like a lot, and it is. That's expensive, but it's just a little bit better. It doesn't drip as well. I can't say it doesn't drip as much. I heard that people were dripping, so I don't know which tan that was from, but from what I just experienced, I felt like that guy's tan was better. It was darker, and that could set the difference between first and second place. The judges may say, hey, this guy took the time to get as dark as he could, and he looks better because I can see every single detail in his body because he's darker. That can make all the difference in the world. And same thing with like your facial hair. Not that they judge on that, but they do judge on presentation and appearance. So don't be unkept, so to speak. But yeah, finished the show. Whenever we were done, walk off stage, I go straight to the pizza, 4 or 5 slices of pizza. That changed my whole attitude, changed my whole mind. Walked out. My girl was backstage when I was competing, so she got to hold my medals for me and stuff. And then when she was about to go on stage, I went out into the crowd. I went and found our friends, and I went and said hi. And after just having 4 or 5 pieces of pizza, I was a completely different person. And I had to tell them, apologize to them, and say, guys, that wasn't me earlier. I was a shell of myself. Apologized. Thank them all for being there. These 3 ladies from the gym, Hillary, Kimberly, and Angel, they work out in the early morning crew at my gym, Scorch Fitness, where I work out and I train. And I don't know, man, they're badass. They're badass chicks. And if you guys have ever been around some badass women, like, I was thinking about it, I was like, man, Kayla's doing this show with me. She just had our son Tyson 6 months ago. My mom, badass, holding my son out there in the crowd. And then I have these 3 women there that are supporting us. And it's like, that's why I believe, you know, women like that, that's why I can be a strong emotional man. My dad helped me be comfortable enough with who I am that it was okay that I was a little sensitive or maybe a little bit emotional. But you can be both. You can be both. And it's probably best that you are in tune with your emotions if you're a guy. So even though, you know, people might not want to see a super emotional man, because you want to be able to handle your shit, you know. But having strong women in your life as a man will just propel you to the next level. Because if a woman is doing hard stuff and she is keeping herself in perfect order and striving for the best and working hard towards something and maintaining focus and structure, well, you as a man better be doing that, you know, and then some. So it's badass. It's badass. And I feel like hopefully those girls can get something out of that and see that the way I do it, I kind of do it with compassion and love, and there's humbleness to it, you know, because I've been thinking about it for so long. You guys are just seeing the finish line. Like, you guys are just seeing, oh, well, Tyler must have, you know, he just got there and just did that. Like, how, like, no, this took years and years. Like, sure, it was dialed in for several months or a year at a time, but it's practice. Just like you see those NBA guys or these professionals, it's like, it's day in and day out. That's all it is. It's repetition, it's consistency, it's love for the game, and it's exploring within that that thing that you love. So keep finding joy in the things that you enjoy to do and that, you know, your passions. So yeah, I'm grateful for my experience. I pigged out on Saturday night. I think I had like these little cupcakes, about a whole box of cupcakes. Big old tummy ache in the morning, but man, the next morning, next day, I was so full from so many carbs and so much sugar, and I look like a monster. I'm like, why didn't I look like this before? But yeah, so I'm gonna hit it, get back into this little reverse diet or crash diet or whatever they call a reverse diet. I hate all these buzzwords, you know what I mean? It's like reverse diet, keto, I don't know, it's so many words. It's like, once you really figure out what a protein is, what a carbohydrate is, what a fat is, and how those affect your body, and you stick to something very consistent, and you watch how your body changes, you can change within that template of your diet. If you have a solid template and you're hitting it every day, once you start adjusting things within that template, these very slight variables, then you will see, you know, you start noticing these differences. That's when you know. That's when you know things are working. All right, well, I'm done rambling. I'm gonna go get a little pump and go hit some of these hammer strike machines. Maybe even hit the massage bed. Get a little pump, see what we got. Let's go. Let's get it.